and happy new year. You all know I always have to start off my day with some nice fresh fruit. There's honestly no other better way to start off a day, at least for me. So I'm chopping up some grapefruit. I have really been loving grapefruit recently. I don't know why, but I just love the way it tastes. I love the citrusy tones, and I'm pairing it with some raspberries and some fresh blueberries. This was so bright, and actually today was such a nice sunny day outside, and it was just perfect for enjoying this beautiful and refreshing bowl of fruit. So I decided to continue on and have a fresh cranberry juice. This is very simple. It just has some ginger, a little orange, or mandarin should I say, and some apples, and of course the star of the show is cranberries. And this really helps women's health, but it also just helps everybody. It's packed with antioxidants. It might help digestion, and cranberries are just one of the best things to have when the weather is colder because it really helps immunity boosting. Today I'm using the amazing Cuvings Auto 10 Plus, of course, to make my juice. It comes with an extension that you can also take off, and if you don't need the added space. I love this juicer because it has a stainless steel blade and it chops through fruit and veggies super easily, and the pulp is just so dry and incredible, which means that you're optimizing the amount of juice that you're getting from your produce. Because when I used to use a cheaper juicer, my pulp used to be extremely wet, so I used to have to run it through the juicer a couple of times. If you're interested, the juicer link with 10% off will be included in the description box down below. Hello beautiful people, and welcome back to another I Tell Eats and Treats video where we prioritize health and longevity. Happy New Year! And happy start of Veganuary. If you don't know what that term means, basically Veganuary is just like starting off the new year of any year, more plant-based, centered, focused, and eating more vegan recipes if you might not be vegan and trying to go vegan as well. Really quickly before we get into the announcements today, I want to say please stay tuned for my upcoming fully raw vegan cookbook. This is going to have a little island flair. It's going to be well seasoned, and that's because just because you're not cooking your food does not mean you can make it taste nice. I am super excited to share this raw cookbook. It's going to be having over 55 recipes. I'm so excited to share it with you all. It will be released the mid-January to end of January. Make sure you stay tuned for that. And the people who are on my newsletter are actually going to be the first ones to find out. So also make sure you sign up to the newsletter as well. But anyways, here is another high raw what I eat in a day to start off the year bright and nice and amazing. My birthday is in January. I am a Capricorn. I'm a hard worker, so it obviously makes sense, doesn't it? And I'm super excited. I'm going to be turning 24, and this is my first time being home for my birthday. Last year, I was actually in Colombia for my birthday. That was one of the first times I celebrated my birthday by myself. It was amazing. The year before that, I don't remember where I was. Oh, I was in Thailand. I celebrated my birthday in Thailand. And then the year before that, I've just been traveling a whole heap on my birthday because I don't like winter. I don't like the cold. But this time I'm actually celebrating my birthday home. So I'm super excited to be doing that with my friends and being here with family. It's going to be super exciting. And then after my birthday, I'm going to be going back to my home country, Jamaica, for about a month. I'm super excited. If you're new here, I spend about 2 to 3 months each year in Jamaica so I can remain connected with my roots. And I also am a citizen of Jamaica. So it wouldn't make sense to be a citizen of somewhere and you don't go back to your home country, in my opinion. So I'm super excited for the content that's going to be coming when I go to Jamaica. please comment down below what type of content you would like to see when I'm in Jamaica. Another mark off of the life update that I wanted to tell you all about that I think is very important is I have made the very adult decision to take a little break from school. It's actually just going to be 1 semester. And the reason why I wanted to tell you all today is for 2 things. Number 1 being that you need to prioritize your mental health. This semester, and honestly the semester before that, I was really struggling mentally. And so I did extremely well in this semester. I got all A's and 1 B, and I actually brought my GPA up from a 3.66 to a 3.75, which is chef's kiss. But I know my limits. And I know that if I do school next semester, which is basically in like 2 weeks, it's just not going to be a big enough break for me. It's going to be like a 3-week break, and that's just not enough. And so if there's any other college student out there that's feeling like they're kind of drowning, please talk to your advisors, okay? I'm not telling anybody to drop out. What I'm saying is do what's best for you. Not everyone is going to finish university in 4 years. I literally took a 4-year gap year after high school, and I just started school like last year. The second reason why I wanted to tell you all that I'm taking a break from school is because that means more content. My business has kind of exploded, like in a really good way. The last 2 months have just been absolutely incredible. 2025, I'm really hoping to look forward to like hiring an intern or hiring a virtual assistant or something now that I have taken on YouTube full-time, because in the past it was Instagram full-time, but now I'm taking on like YouTube as well full-time. So like I said, that just means more content, more consistent content on YouTube. I know in the past I have not been consistent at all on YouTube. I would maybe put out like 5 videos a year, and now I'm putting out 5 videos every 2 weeks, and I think that's so incredible. So just be on the lookout for more videos in these next couple weeks. I'm super hungry, so I'm gonna go ahead and continue to cook. Thank you all so much for listening to this life update. Let me know what you have as New Year's resolutions in the comment section down below. Let's kick off this Veganuary hot and fire.
We don't do nothing subtle, let's get busy.
So to follow after that delicious juice and my bowl of fruits, I'm gonna have even more fruit, but this time in the form of a smoothie bowl. Like I mentioned earlier, today was surprisingly really hot and warm for December, like late December, basically near January in Georgia. I don't know why, but it's getting really warm for some reason, and then it gets really cold at the nights. It's very strange. It's giving Florida weather for some reason. But anyways, if it's too cold where you live to eat a smoothie bowl, then just don't make it. Or you can like turn on the heater and sit right next to a heater, because I love my smoothies and I love my smoothie bowls no matter even if it's snowing outside.
Photograph when you see me, catch it a moment. I got the magic like genius and I got the potion. All 10 toes on the baby, but honeybees feel like I'm floating. All this water on me, I be feeling like home in the ocean. We been had the wave for real. We been had the flame for real.
This smoothie bowl was super creamy and delicious, and it actually had a lot of protein because I put quite a bit of almond butter inside of it. It was super tasty, and I actually used my own homemade walnut milk. I'll include a walnut milk recipe in the description box if you're interested in it as well.
Baby, you know there's nothing, don't be silly. Already know what's up, okay, let's get it. Tell me who want that smoke, you know I'm with it. Tell me who want that smoke, you know I'm with it. Tell me who want that smoke, you know I'm with it. Tell me who want that smoke, you know I'm with it. You know I'm. You know I'm. You know I'm.
Flowing like the ocean, caught up in emotion. Everything else fades away, cause you're here in front of me. Losing inhibition, I like the way you listen. I'm lost in your energy, I'm drifting.
Now I'm gonna go ahead and snack on some Brazil nuts. When I say snack, more specifically, literally just eat like 2 or 3, because they have something called psyllium or selenium, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but eating more than like 4 or 5 Brazil nuts can actually expose you to too many amounts of psyllium. So I just like to have maybe 3 or 4 of these a day.
You can't have it like a piece of cake. No, it's not that easy, you can't break. No, slow down, this is not a race.
2 for good luck.
You just let it ride. Can't have it like a piece of cake. No,
So now I'm making a jerk chickpea and sweet potato kale salad topped with a spicy almond sauce. You all, I shared this on my Instagram story a couple of days ago and people were loving it. This was incredible. Like, oh my goodness. It was so good. One of the best salads I've made in a while. It was just so tasty and so easy, to be honest. Super duper easy and high with protein from the sauce, from the chickpeas, had a healthy amount of carbs. This was just so tasty and I've been loving putting a little jerk sauce on everything, like my veggies, my legumes, because it's just so easy and it's so delicious and it is just the right seasoning for me.
And I feel your body calling me.
The recipe to this sauce will be linked in the description box down below. I actually kind of just like did and made this recipe up on a whim, and I actually even put a little jerk sauce in there. So this one is super tasty, but the one on my website is also incredibly delicious as well. Because this was going to be used as a salad dressing, I wanted to make it a bit thinner. So I went ahead and put a little bit of homemade walnut milk that I made the other day and different seasonings, and it tasted so good.
Yeah. All right. Check. I had to hit that slide.
If you haven't heard me say it before, I'm gonna say it again. Please make sure you massage your kale. Unmassaged kale is very hard to digest, and a lot of people honestly find that they have a lot of issues after eating kale, like they might feel bloated or gassy after eating kale, and that is because it hasn't been massaged. Massaging kale really helps to break down toughness, make it a lot more tasty, and allow it to just digest a lot better. So please make sure you're massaging your kale. Honestly, I always massage my kale, even if I'm cooking the kale. I just always massage my kale. I'm topping the salad off with some cherry tomatoes, and this was just the star of my day. It was so tasty and easy to make and delicious.
I'm moving with the speed. I had to hit that stepping groove, and now they grooving just for me. I had to hit that slide out so these niggas know me, and I been in my hideout. Had to pump that, get that thump back. Hello, 1 2 step, I run that, get that boom bap dumping. Make your mind step to the side and make your soul want to sing like ooh make your soul want to sing.
So there's that. Here is episode 1 of Veganuary, starting off the year strong with high raw vegan eats. If you'd like to see more recipes, you can follow me on Instagram or TikTok for more daily content. And I offer hundreds of delicious, purely vegan recipes on my website, italeatsandtreats.com. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye!